Hi everyone, today I have a fun, exciting video. I'm going to be sharing my favorite luxury powder bronzers. I couldn't think of a better time heading into spring and summer, so I wanted to just go through my collection and show you what I think is worth the investment in terms of makeup. Makeup does expire, so you really do have to weigh the pros and cons. Like, how much are you actually going to wear the bronzer, or can you just use one bronzer all year round? So I'm going to share my thoughts and let you know what bronzers I love, and let's just get right into it. So I think having a wide variety of bronzers for a makeup lover like myself is essential to my collection, only because I need a warm bronzer, a cooler bronzer, a matte bronzer, a luminous bronzer, you name it. I just am such a lover of makeup that I do a lot of different makeup looks. I do see the value in having different bronzers. However, just having one or two bronzers, or even just one, is fine. Do not feel like you need to run out and buy all these bronzers. I just want to share, just in case you're in the market, or later on down the road, if you're looking for a particular bronzer, you can refer to this video. These are bronzers that I've had for a little while in my collection. Some of them are a little bit older and some of them are newer. And then I will talk about some bronzers that I want to try. And I want you to also chime in below and let me know which bronzers are your favorite, because I'm always down for trying a new bronzer, especially for this channel. I do like to try new bronzers, so let me know what your favorites are. Let's start with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder in shade 100. So the packaging is nice. It's very big. Like, in comparison to my head, this is a big package for a bronzer. They give you a lot of product in here. They give you 18 grams and the shelf life is 24 months. So the expiration is 24 months once you open the product. It does have a little bit of a luminescence to it, so it is not a matte bronzer. This does have a little bit of shimmer to it and it gives that diffused look, so I really love that. I'm gonna swatch it here because I'm gonna swatch all of them. So here's the swatch, and as you can tell, it looks a little bit warmer tone. This is not a matte blush, this is a luminous blush. It does have a few, I don't want to say like big chunks of sparkle, but you can see like a shimmer to the face when you apply this. It does provide like that diffused look, which I love in a bronzer. You know, there's a time and place for like a matte bronzer and then a more shimmery, diffused, luminous bronzer. So I absolutely love this bronzer. There's absolutely no scent to it either, which is nice, and it comes with a mirror as well. So if you travel with it, you can use this mirror pretty much to apply your makeup because it is really large. We have the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. This is the ambient lighting bronzer in bronze light. So that is the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. It's very light, but it does provide that diffused look to the skin. For my particular skin tone, the bronze light is very light. So I like to wear over like a cream product to set it or mix it with a different bronzer. It all depends on the look I'm going for, but this is just a very smooth application. It comes with a mirror, and yeah, I just love that. So that's definitely not matte. It's more of a luminous, silky, diffused bronzer. I'm gonna kind of lump in the diffused bronzers and then work my way to like the more matte bronzers. Moving into the next one, which is Gucci. This is 03. I have two shades. I have the 03 and 01. 03 is my favorite out of the two. It's a little bit more warm tone, but this goes great with like coral eyeshadow or just like more warm tone eyeshadow looks or makeup looks. It is more of a diffused look. It has just a radiance. It gives you a nice luminous radiant finish, and I love the scent actually, and I'm typically sensitive to scents, but I actually really love this one. So, and the packaging is really cute. The color here is 01, so let me swatch this. This is a little bit more pinky tone, more rosy and lighter, definitely a lot lighter. So this is 01 right there. Next, we have the Guerlain Terracotta Light. This is the medium warm 03. This does have a scent. It's not overpowering, but it's definitely there. This is more of a warmer tone, so it has more of like a corally undertone. That's it right there. This would also go great with like a warm eyeshadow look, something similar to like what I'm wearing today. And yeah, I just really love how there's like different colors in there, so it gives you that diffused look again. As you can see, there is a trend. I love my like luminous, diffused, radiant bronzers because I feel like they look really natural on the skin. But yeah, this is a really nice bronzer as well. The packaging is beautiful. The next one I want to mention is the Sisley bronzer, and I believe they just have one shade, which is kind of not great in my opinion, but I really do love this bronzer. And it's a little bit more on the warm side, but it is kind of like, I would say it gives you like a sun glow look. I feel like it is a more luminous bronzer, just like the rest that I've shown so far. And it gives you that radiant look, but not with any sparkles or anything like that. And it is a bit warmer, so, but it's not orange. I don't find it to be orange on my skin. I mean, some of these might look a little orange, but once you apply it on the face, or at least with my skin tone, I have a light medium skin tone. I'm more neutral, leaning warm with some olive. So that is my skin tone. Moving on, this is the Tom Ford bronzer. It's the Glow Bronzer in 02 Terra. This is more of a matte bronzer. So I do have a matte bronzer in my collection. And it's very, very light, but it's more neutral compared to the rest, as you can see. I really love this bronzer. It's very smooth, silky, and it is a matte bronzer, but it's not drying. So I love that. And I love that it's neutral because, as you can see, a lot of, it ranges, the bronzers that I have. Some are warmer, some are cooler. So it's definitely on the cooler, more neutral side. And then this one is not available on their website, but I did find it online, so I will link it. But this is the Shantaai Sunstone Real Bronze. I believe this was part of their collection last summer, so I believe they probably will come out with a bronzer. Definitely going to be getting the Shantaai summer collection just because I love Shantaai. So that's what that looks like right there. And this is also, it's kind of like a gel to powder formulation. It's very smoothing, very diffused look. I do have a type here, don't I? I feel like now that I'm looking back, I feel like a lot of these are pretty much very similar in finish. One product I want to mention that is more on the matte side is these Westman Atelier powder duos. I love the shade Biscuit. Now, this is more of like a contour shade, but I do have the shade Truffle. So here's the shade Truffle. I would say this is more of a bronzy tone. Let me swatch that here. Let's see, I'll put it up here. So that is Truffle right there. And then let me swatch Biscuit. This is a more neutral, kind of cooler tone. But this top one here is Biscuit. So I really love these as a matte formulation because they are not overly drying. They're very, very smoothing and blurring on the skin and long lasting. These are my top luxury powder bronzers. Let me know what you think. Do you own any of these? What should I try? You know, I have a few that I want to try. The Dior bronzer, the one that comes in like the bigger pan. And then the Chantecaille is probably going to come out with one in the summer this year. I'm not sure, but I'm just speculating. I'm always open to trying new bronzers. especially when I tried that Dior bronzer. So have you tried the Dior bronzer and what do you think? I know that Dior sometimes, I don't know, for me, the scent is really strong, but I do love me some Dior. So I hope this video was helpful and that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow and it helps push out to people that are interested in this type of content. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. I would love to have you here. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in my next video.